Hi, my name is Jose, and I'm one of the connections pastors here at Stonepoint Church. You know, when my family and I first visited Stonepoint, it was a lot to take in. It was an unknown place with a whole bunch of people. We had some friends that were part of the church, but we decided to come on our own. After finding a parking spot and making our way into the building, we began to be greeted by people. At the doors, during checking, on our way to the worship center, and just about everywhere we went, leading up to the worship and teaching time. But it didn't stop there. We were greeted on our way out as well. And yes, there were things out of place. Not everything was in perfect order. We had to wait for a thing or two, but needless to say, we felt right at home. All thanks to the many men and women who made themselves available that Sunday morning. And so the goal of our First Impressions ministry is to see stories like this repeated every time we come together as a church. Stonepoint has many different opportunities for you to be involved in ministry. We also know that it can be difficult to decide where to get plugged in. And that's why we've created a series of overview videos for each of these ministry opportunities. In this overview, we would like to take a look at the multiple teams within the First Impressions ministry. But before that, let's consider our mission here at Stonepoint Church, which is, we exist to connect people to God, to others, in service, and to the world. This is the guiding principle of everything that we do. After watching this, you might be tempted to think, I got it now. First impression has to do with the in-service part of the statement. But as you think about my story, it goes well beyond that. It actually touches on all 4 connection points. To get a better picture of what I mean, let's have a look at the First Impressions vision statement, the how we work to fulfill our mission. And that is, to serve Stonepoint Church visitors, attenders, and members by creating an environment that facilitates connections with others, helps people focus on God, encourages a lifestyle of service, and inspires everyone to share with others what God is doing among us. Do you see it? When people feel welcome, they are open to connect with other people. When they see that this is a safe place, they are open to learn about Jesus. When they see so many people working together, it causes them to want to do their part. And finally, when they realize how much God loves them and the role others played in giving them this opportunity, they start sharing with others outside the local church. Let's now take a look at each of the teams within First Impressions. The parking team has the huge honor of being the very first interaction people have as they enter our parking lot. This is as simple as waving hello and giving basic traffic instructions. As people approach an entrance to our place of gathering, one of our greeting team volunteers will receive them with a big smile, a good handshake, and the words, "Welcome to Stonepoint." We also have some volunteers inside of our worship center. A lot of people come to our meetings, and so remembering names can be a challenge. That's one of the reasons we print name tags for everyone that joins us. Another reason we do check-ins has to do with the safety of our children. We ask families for their contact information, print each of their name tags, and a safety label, all of which are required for drop-off and pickup at our children's ministry. And lastly, we'd like to follow up with first-time visitors and keep our church family updated on the many things happening. Trying to find your way around a place where you've never been before can be disorienting, overwhelming, and challenging at best. That's where our host team comes in. After being checked in, first-time visitors are introduced to someone in our host team. They, in turn, will help them find their way around the building. children's ministry if they have kids, bathrooms, coffee, snacks, worship center, etc. They also tell them a little bit about Stonepoint, what to expect during the service, and help them find answers to questions they might have. A good cup of coffee, a pastry, a soda, or just something to drink goes a long way in helping people feel welcome. Our hospitality team does an amazing job of having these things stocked, clean, and ready. First-time visitors are encouraged to fill out a communication card and exchange it for free t-shirts at our resource center. Here, people can also purchase those same t-shirts along with caps, books, or tickets for special events. This is also the place where we help people find answers to questions about Stonepoint. We believe that coming to one of our meetings should be welcoming as well as safe and secure. Our safety team volunteers are always looking for ways to ensure that everyone, from babies to adults, from visitors to volunteers, are not exposed to potential threats and are ready to intervene when needed. Depending on which campus you attend, there are a number of things that need to be set up for our meetings to take place. Then, at the end of the service, they need to be taken down, packed, and stored. Our setup and teardown teams diligently take care of these areas every week. Now that you're familiar with the many teams involved in our First Impressions ministry, I would like to encourage you to watch the rest of the overview videos. Once you watch all of them, do set aside a few minutes to ask God to help you decide on a place of service. Next, reach out to us so we can get you started. And lastly, I'd like to encourage you to commit to your place of service. You might be the reason someone decides to come back to church next time. Boy, I'm grateful for all the amazing people that make Stonepoint Church a reality and hope to see you join one of our teams.